I went natural almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in August. And the reason I went natural is because I never really knew my hair texture. Years and years I've had relaxers every 6 months, and every time I saw a little growth, they would just be like, oh, you need a touch-up. And I was like, I had no idea what a touch-up was, what it meant, and I just thought that's how I get beautiful hair. That's what every black girl has to do. So after, like, I would say sophomore, maybe junior year, I started to research about natural hair because it was kind of getting popular. So I transitioned. I started wearing my colorful braids, and that's how I used to grow out my hair. I still grow out my hair with braids. So after a couple months, I did the big chop, and I've been natural ever since.
When I was little, I used to always want like straight hair because I used to see all the little girls, running around with straight hair. So my mom was like, all right, bet. And then she like decided to get me like, I don't know how a relaxer, but in Spanish we like deslizado, to make your hair like straight. And basically she did that for like a few years. And when I was like, the last time I ever did it was in like 2013, like when I graduated from 8th grade. And then after that I was like, you know what, I wanna, cause like I'm seeing like curly hair starting to become like this beautiful, like it's starting to get, glorified, I guess. So then I was like, I wanna rock my curly hair. So I just stopped straightening it. And I didn't do a big chop, I just let it transition. Around junior year, I like started just leaving it curly. I stopped straightening it, and eventually it just grew out. And I usually always trim my hair like every 3 months, so it just grew out, and now it's, I got the curls.
I like never knew what my natural hair looked like when it grew, because I was just like relaxed for so long. So I think it was definitely me wanting to see what it would look like. After I did the big chop, I felt really good. I'm like a little subconscious about my forehead, but at the same time, I like gradually transitioned into it because I had to like do my senior photos. My mom's like, you were not shaving your head for your senior photos. And I was like, all right, sure. So I like slowly cut it, and then I eventually was just like, it's all going. So it's pretty like liberating experience, I guess.
As a kid, like, I never knew about those things because my parents never kind of raised me around that. So it was like when I asked questions to like my friends or like colleagues or older people, like it would always be a problem, but they didn't understand that it's not the life that I live, and I don't generally have those problems. But I did have a lot of questions. Like when I first was growing up, I was like, oh, is your hair extensions? Because I see these girls with like really long braids, and I would be like, huh? So that was one of the questions that I had. And I don't think I have any current questions because most of my friends, answer my questions now.
In the beginning, my mom wasn't really like for it because she is very old school in her way. So normally she just wanted me to get like a little Caesar cut, little lineup and everything. I was like, I'm tired of getting the same thing that every other dude has. And even at the time, I haven't seen a lot of people with dreads. So I feel like I needed hair for me to represent who I am inside and to showcase my personality. So it's like dreads is the way, and then I also dyed it too, so that kind of made me feel a little more comfortable in my own skin. And once she saw it, it was like, she liked it. I guess she's the type of person where she has to see it to believe it, and I was like, yeah, you better believe it, because I'm not changing my hair, I'm not cutting my hair, so period.
I guess I would say I've always been like the hair guinea pig. So like when we moved to Florida, my mom's like, okay, you're gonna go to this hairstylist and she's gonna do your hair. And I was like, why am I going? Like, why am I the only one going? She's like, because we're gonna see if she's good or not. Like before she knows like the chemicals in my hair. So I guess like if my hair fell out, like she'll be like, all right, I'm not going there. But I think definitely my mom cut her hair a few months after I went natural because she didn't want to look like twins.
My opinion on white people that wear braids is personally, I don't think braids have a culture. Yes, it has derived from somewhere, and yes, a specific type of people may have created the idea of having braids, but I feel like hair is a form of your creative expression, whether you choose to wear it up, down, braids, curled, not curled. White people wearing braids, I don't think it's a form of like cultural appropriation, but I feel like you need to call it what it is, you know, because if you're wearing, like, let's say a box braids, right? You need to call them box braids because that's what they're called.
And as far as the natural hair movement go, like, I don't have any negative views on it because I think it's a great movement, because for years we have always been told that we have to do our hair a certain way just to look presentable, and it's like, what's wrong with the hair that grows out of my scalp, you know? But I will say that I do hate these bootlegged movements, quote unquote, that would say the wavy hair movement, in case you've never heard of that. And it's basically white girls or non-black girls who have wavy hair and they feel the need to make a movement for it. That I will definitely say I have a very negative view on. The fact that they have to make a law for something that is just for something that shouldn't even be like uncommon, you know, like, to me, I just feel like it's kind of ridiculous. Like, no one should be discriminated. Like, I should not be discriminated for coming to work with braids. You know what I'm saying?
The NYPD said I couldn't have my puff. I would be pretty sad because my puffy hair, that's a part of me. That's what I've been with for many years. And I feel like for me to cut my puff, that's like not being myself. And I feel like people should accept me for who I am or just don't accept me at all. At the end of the day, I'm a hard worker. I do everything else everything that everybody else does. And you're just not gonna accept me because I have a little puff. Like, I feel like that's not fair. I can have my puff and I can be happy. I can be productive. But if I don't have it, it's like you're changing me, and now I'm pissed off.
As a VAT major and like as a filmmaker and as somebody who like is going to be prominent in the media, I feel like it's important to talk about things like, because you know how on social media you see things like what's good hair, what's bad hair, and it's always like bad hair is really kinky or curly or like mostly hair that looks like, you know, yours, mine, most of my friends. Like, that's not bad hair. What, like, it doesn't determine bad hair, but I feel like it's our job to break that stigma, to be like, listen, all hair is beautiful no matter what kind it is, whether you're Asian, white, black, Hispanic. Hair comes in all forms, because as soon as you oppress yourself based on your hair, like, that's when you're letting media and people get the best of who you are, because you can let your hair define you or you can let it not.
Black women should just wear their hair however they want it, because that's how they feel. That makes them happy. They shouldn't worry about conforming to society, wearing all this fake hair and whatever just to look a certain way. Like, that's not right. And for me, like, my girlfriend wears her hair natural, and I feel like that's when she's super pretty, and I love just seeing her hair natural. It makes her look amazing, and I'm proud of her that she got the confidence to wear her hair natural.
Natural hair has not only made me feel more confident with my hair, it also made me embrace being black. For years, I self-hated. I felt that like black hair was bad hair, and I didn't like it. I would only identify as, oh, I'm Dominican. And now I am proud to be both. I identify now as Afro-Latina.
I definitely do think there's a bond between people within the natural hair community, simply because we each have like different kinks, different coils, different curls, but at the same time we're all like appreciating like this natural beauty that we have.
So as you can see, I cut my hair, and the reason I did that is because, well, one, I had heat damage, so I wanted to get rid of all the damaged hair, And also I was inspired from everybody who I talked to going natural, sharing my experience about going natural, and I was just like, let me just do another big chop. And also I wanted to make a point that women are afraid to cut their hair often because they feel that people will make fun of them, call them less feminine, and they should just do it.